There is a story from the Hawaiian culture. I asked my grandmother if she knew him. No, he was a malahini. When I asked her why she fed him, she got angry, ordered me to sit on the floor in front of her, and said, "I want you to remember these words for as long as you live and never forget them. I was not feeding the man. I was entertaining the Spirit of God within him." Jesus in today's gospel looks into the inner person. Jesus does not see the outside, clothing, status, riches or poverty, or place in the community, but looks inside to the Spirit of God within that person. Jesus did not see a synagogue official with high standing in the community, but the sorrow and grief of a loving father desperate to save his daughter. Jesus did not see a woman on the margins of society made unclean by her flow of blood, but the faith of a woman with an incurable disease who desperately wants to be healed. Jesus saw and heard their sorrow, their faith, their desperation of each person, and responded. Jesus took no notice of their standing in the community or on the margins. He connected with the Spirit of God present in each person and acted to heal, to transform, and bring to wholeness. It is what we are called to do. See the Spirit of God within each person and connect with that Spirit, that person. As Beatrice Boutreau says, encouraged to recognize their own incomparable value as persons, people wake up to their dignity, realize respect for themselves, and expect to receive that respect from others. The sins of domination, racism, oppression, greed do not connect with the Spirit within each person. Instead, these sins look to the outside. Color of skin, can I dominate everyone else? What can I get from this person that will make me richer? If I put people down, that puts me up. Wars, lack of communication, failure to negotiate, the gap between rich and poor are exasperated when we do not acknowledge or connect with the Spirit in each person. I was listening to a talk, Call to Transformative Love in Religious Life, Race, Place, and Grace, by Sister Addie Lorraine Walker, an African-American sister. She said, "Do you hear what I hear? Do you see what I see? Do you see me?" Sometimes we see and hear only from our own experience and not through the eyes and ears of others, their culture, language, and experiences. We need to get to know them through listening and sharing. Then we can more easily connect to the Spirit within them and they to the Spirit within us. It is a continual growing and learning. Jesus continually grew in his ability to connect to the Spirit of a person, even when others did not reciprocate. It is why he could withstand his passion with nonviolence, be forgiving, and still connect to the Spirit of God in his tormentors and executioners. We are asked to continually grow in connecting spirit to spirit. As the Hawaiian grandmother said, entertain the Spirit of God within the person. So let us follow Jesus, listen deeply to each other, begin to hear what they hear, see what they see, respect each other's dignity as a daughter or son of God. In that way, we live the truth. As wisdom in our first reading says, God formed humans to be imperishable. In the image of God's own nature, God made us. Let us live that wisdom.